You're welcome back to the online lectures with Fametante the Schoolboy. In this section, we'll take a look at chemistry. Let me clean the board. Previously, for those that are joining us now, previously had a lecture on pharmaceutical calculation, specifically isotonic solution, the topic. So we want to go into calculations in chemistry. Calculations in chemistry. To go into calculations in chemistry. One of my students sent me this question, so I want to look at it. I want to solve it. The question says, okay. The question says, what volume of carbon 2 oxide is produced by reacting excess carbon with 10 dm cube of oxygen? What volume of carbon 2 oxide is produced by reacting excess carbon with 10 dm cube of oxygen? Okay, so solution. To solve this question, we need to write down the chemical equation of this reaction. So here we have carbon reacting with oxygen to form carbon 2 oxide. The question says excess carbon. When excess carbon reacts with oxygen, carbon 2 oxide is produced. But when the oxygen is in excess, carbon 4 oxide is produced. So here, carbon is 2 here. This is solid. This is gas. Then 2 here. This is gas. So excess carbon 2 carbon reacting with oxygen will give carbon 2 oxide. So here, as you can see here, 2 moles of carbon 2 oxide and 2 moles of carbon react. Their mole ratio is 2:1:2. 2:1:2. Here, 2 moles of carbon reacting with 1 mole of oxygen to form 2 moles of carbon 2 oxide. But the quantity of oxygen given here is in dm cube, 10 dm cube. All right, so if that is the case, from here now we are told that from this equation now, it's clear that 2 moles of carbon react with 1 mole of oxygen to form 2 moles of what? Carbon 2 oxide. This is a solid. This is gas. This is gas. So 1 mole of this yield 2 moles of what? Of 1 mole of oxygen gas yield 2 moles of what? Carbon 2 oxide. Now, we can move this mole to volume and get what I'm looking for. Now, let's look at this again. At STP, 1 mole of a gas occupies a volume of 2.4 dm cube at STP, even though they didn't indicate, but let's assume it's at STP. At STP, 1 mole of a gas occupies what? The volume of 22.4 dm cube. Now, so since this is 1 mole, if this is 1 mole, if this is 1 mole, this now becomes how many dm cube? This will give us what? 22.4 dm cube. And this will give us what? And this will give us what? 44.8 what? dm cube. This is not a gas, but these two are what? Gases. So 22.4 dm cube yield 44.8 what? dm cube. Very very question, it says what volume of carbon dioxide is produced. So when 22.4 dm cube produces 44.8 dm cube, when 1 mole react with this, which is when this react with this, 1 mole react with this, it will produce this. But we are asked what will be produced when 10 dm cube. So if 22.4 dm cube yield 44.8 dm cube, now what volume will be produced when 10 dm cube? Of course, if you move this dm cube to mole, it will give you the mole that will react with this. But let's deal with this. 20.4 dm cube yield 44.8 dm cube of what? Oxygen and carbon dioxide. 10 dm cube of oxygen will now yield what? X. We don't know, we call it X. So if we cross multiply, X now becomes what? 10 dm cube times 44.8 what? dm cube over what? 22.4 dm cube. This dm cube will cancel this dm cube. You remain 1 dm cube. 22.4 divided 44.8 will give us what? 2. So 2 times 10 dm cube will give us what? 20 dm cube. 20 dm cube. So the volume of carbon dioxide that we produce is 20 dm cube. When 10 dm cube of oxygen reacts with excess carbon. Let me go over it again. I first of all got their mole ratio, their moles, 2 moles of carbon. Of course, I say that when excess carbon reacts with oxygen, carbon dioxide will be formed. But when excess oxygen reacts, carbon dioxide will be formed. Here is carbon dioxide, carbon is in excess. So 2 moles of carbon from this equation, balanced equation, 2 moles of carbon react with 1 mole of oxygen gas to produce 2 moles of carbon dioxide. But our concern here now is gas 10 dm cube. This is not a gas. So we'll focus on this place. We'll convert this 1 mole to dm cube because 1 molar volume of a gas, that's the volume of 1 mole of a gas at STP is 22.4 dm cube. So this becomes 22.4 dm cube of oxygen. The same thing with this one. This will now becomes what? 44.8 dm cube of what? Carbon dioxide. Now, 22.4 dm cube will yield 44.8 dm cube. Then 10 dm cube will now yield, or call it X. We'll now make a selected formula and arrive at 20 dm cube. So the answer is what? 20 dm cube. The answer is 20 dm cube. Please, if you have a question, please feel free to ask your question. I'll give like 1 minute, sorry, 2 minutes to entertain any question. If you have any question, please feel free to ask. You can ask your question by placing a call across this line 08138682003 0701294 5891. We are live, so feel free to call it, place your call now. I will answer your question. While we wait for question, please, after this class, if you have any question, please feel free to chat me up on these numbers. Drop your question there. Every day from 3 a.m. to 3 a.m. we do calculations. 3:30 a.m. we are on live again. 4 a.m. we are live again. Then 4:30 a.m. we are live again, solving different questions in chemistry, physics, mathematics, and pharmaceutical calculations, drug calculations. So feel free to ask your question if you have any. And God will bless you as you do so. Ask your question. Our time has elapsed. All right. See you by 4 a.m. By 4 a.m., we go into calculations in physics. Calculations in physics. See you then. God bless you.